Hello, students. Today we are going to discuss Francis Bacon's essay of studies. This essay is prescribed in our paper second, that is prose and fiction. So, first of all, we have to discuss what is an essay. An essay is a short piece of writing, either formal or informal, which expresses the author's argument about a particular subject. Essays can deal with many different themes such as analysis of a text, political opinions, scientific ideas, abstract concepts, fragments of autobiography, and so on. So, essay can be defined as a short literary composition on a particular theme or subject, usually in prose and generally analytic, speculative, or interpretive. Now we will know about who is Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon is one of the major essayists of English literature. He was born in 1561. He was a major figure in the development of English Renaissance. He became known at court and was knighted in 1603 after the succession of James I. He was later appointed Lord Chancellor in 1618 but fell from power in 1621. After going into debt and being accused of corruption, Bacon is sometimes known as the father of a scientific method for publishing the Novum Organum Scientific, the new instrument of science, in 1620. In this work, he advocated using the empirical method, induction in all inquiries, as opposed to the old method, deduction of the scholastic of Middle Ages. Bacon published the first edition of his essay in 1597. He borrowed the word essay from the French writer Michel de Montaigne. It meant an attempt or trial somewhat like the fragments and proverbs that were popular at the time. He wrote a second edition in 1612 and published an expanded edition in 1625. This essay is full of many proverbs and witty remarks. This essay shows the importance of studies in human life. Bacon begins the essay by enlisting three purposes of studies. Studies serve for delight, for ornament, and for ability. He says that three purpose of studies is to delight, for ornament, and for ability. A well-read man will have a good vocabulary and greater knowledge, which will have a good vocabulary and greater knowledge, which will increase the worth of a conversation. Studies improve one's judgmental and authoritative abilities. Bacon, however, says that studying too much is a sign of laziness and using too many ornaments while conversing make one look pretentious. To make judgments only on the basis of rules is the eccentricity of a scholar. Then Bacon compares studies with the growth of plants. Studying is not an important talent, it is acquired. The natural abilities of men are to be enhanced by study, just like the growth of plants is enhanced by trimming. Studies provide both direction and experience. Practical men often condemn studies, but wise men use it. Studies teach men to learn from observation. One must not use knowledge as a mean of contradiction or confutation. Then Bacon speaks about the different ways in which different books are to be read. He says some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Study is an activity in whatever form brings us joy and enhances our thinking, speaking, and writing ability. It adds charm to our personality. Study is always a private activity which people engage in when they are alone or in the privacy of their home. It helps them in relaxing after a tiring routine. It sharpens our intellect and helps us to just think soundly. He says that studies enables the learned man to critically examine issues and arrive at the right conclusion. It also helps in garnering data, facts, and arguments. Thus, intelligent analysis of facts improves the soundness and quality of their judgment. However, overindulgence in studies leads to undesirable consequences. Setting aside long hours in a day to study will make a man indolent. Overuse of the wisdom to analyze ordinary commonplace issues may make the man appear pretentious. Sticking too much to rules to assess situation and decide an action may supplement such honing of nature. A person's abilities inherited by birth are raw, studying the whetstone that we use to sharpen our abilities, but inferences from study may lead to imprecise and misleading conclusions. In such situation, one's experience in life comes in handy to arrive at the right conclusion. So experience is very valuable as it supplements studies. People who are cunning and deceitful have no appreciation for studies as they accomplish their objective through many crooked ways. Simple folks, however, greatly value the role of studies in human life. Wise people inherently draw upon the ideas obtained from their studies while solving life's myriad problems. The aim of reading and acquiring knowledge must not be aggressively refute others' views or accept the writer's views as gospel truth. It should also not to be engaged in pointless discussion and argumentation. Studying should enable us to weigh facts and analyze them rationally. Books of varying content and genre are to be made use of differently. Some may be given a cursory reading, some others can be quickly swiped through. Other important books are to be read slowly and minutely so as to truly fathom the meaning and underlying sense. He says that some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. This means some books are to be understood and enjoyed, that is swallowed. On the other hand, certain books are to be digested, ex- that to be fully understand. Therefore, some books are to be read only in parts, other are to be read with less curiosity, and some books are to be read with attention and diligence. Bacon also says that sometimes it may be enough to read extracts or reviews of books made by others instead of reading the whole book by oneself. To Bacon, this is to be done only in case of books of less importance. He considered these distilled books to distilled water, which he calls flashy things. Reading makes a man complete, conversation makes a man quick and witty, and writing improves the memory. If a man writes less, he will lack good memory. If he speaks little, he will lack wit and presence of mind. And if he read less, he will not have much knowledge. So Bacon's essay is very important because it clarifies or classifies the effect of every subject. As history makes a man wise, while a study of poetry makes him witty. Mathematics makes a man exact and precise, and natural philosophy increase the depth of the mind. Morals makes a man grow grave, whereas a study of logic and rhetoric make him more comprehensive. Studies pass into character. A man's character is influenced and defined by the type of books he reads. And he says that there is no disease of the mind that cannot be cured by proper study. Bowling is good for the bladder and kidney, shooting for the lungs and breast, walking for the stomach, and riding is good for the head. Mathematics is a remedy for a wandering mind, as mathematics need concentration. So, Bacon says that one can ask an assistant to read a book and prepare a short summary of it. But such practice should be followed for obtaining guidance on matter of less importance. There are some books which are in fact shortened already. Discussing with others about the content of a book imparts special practical skills to the reader. Writing removes all the residual weaknesses and ignorance from the person and enables him remembers the contents of a book. So writing helps to memorize facts. If a person is bashful so as not to discuss his reading with others, he will not be able to improve his wit. If he does not read, he will remain a somewhat stupid person. Then Bacon says that studying history makes a man wiser, studying poetry makes a man writer, mathematics gives sound logical sense, and philosophy imparts valuable lesson on morality. Wit is a God-given gift. It is present in everybody. However, it can be sharpened by selective study. This is akin to the way certain weaknesses of the human body are cured by appropriate physical exercises. He says that if a person does not have the ability to discern, he will be benefited by studying schoolmen as it trains mental ability and develops the art of expression. If a person is unable to garner facts and manipulate them to put across his views convincingly, studying law will help him. Thus, every deficiency of mind can be addressed by appropriate reading. So, Bacon concludes the essay by establishing that for every deficit of the mind, a remedy to be found in his studies. His essay is one of the most quoted essay of Bacon. He has analyzed the importance of studies. Therefore, in this essay, he convinces his readers to know its vitality. He does not only talk about bookish knowledge, but also demonstrate the importance of experience. Without experience, he says, nothing is possible. Bacon answers some questions that arises in every common mind. For instance, he answered why we should read books. What are the impacts of studies in one's life? Why study without experience is useless, and many other such like questions. Bacon's style is simple, but his arguments are much effective. Further, he uses concise sentences, similes, and latent phrases to strengthen his sentences. Thank you.